Now we are going to discuss very important topic which is very hot and continuously being asked in names from the last 3-4 years, and this is sentinel lymph node biopsy. So what is sentinel lymph node biopsy? Very important topic. So first question, what is the sentinel lymph node? Sentinel means gatekeeper. So sentinel lymph node or gatekeeper lymph node. So sentinel lymph node is the first lymph node which receives lymph directly from the tumor. So what is the definition of sentinel lymph node? It's the first lymph node receiving lymph directly from the tumor, which is receiving lymph directly from the tumor. So this is gatekeeper lymph node. Okay. Who established the concept of sentinel lymph node? Cabana. In which malignancy? Carcinoma penis. And that's why sentinel lymph node biopsy in carcinoma penis is known as Cabana procedure. So who established the concept of sentinel lymph node? Its concept was established by Cabana. In which malignancy? In carcinoma penis. And that's why sentinel lymph node biopsy in carcinoma penis, sentinel lymph node biopsy in carcinoma penis is known as Cabana procedure. Cabana procedure. Clear? Now another question. This question was asked in latest AIIMS exam. What are the malignancies in which there is established role of sentinel lymph node biopsy? And you must be knowing carcinoma breast, carcinoma penis, malignant melanoma. Apart from these three, in head and neck malignancies and in carcinoma vulva, which was asked in AIIMS, head and neck malignancy and carcinoma vulva. So how many? 5 malignancies. So there is established role of sentinel lymph node biopsy in which malignancies? Carcinoma breast, carcinoma penis, malignant melanoma, head and neck malignancies, and carcinoma vulva. This was the question in AIIMS. Clear? So there is established role. Now coming to the breast. So we are going to discuss the sentinel lymph node biopsy in relation to breast. So in which case we are going to perform the sentinel lymph node biopsy. So there should be clinically negative axilla. It means there should be clinically non-palpable axillary lymph node. So what's the indication? Indication of sentinel lymph node biopsy in relation to CA breast. So the indication is clinically non-palpable axillary lymph node. So clinically non-palpable axillary lymph node. Now see how it's done. There are two techniques. One is blue dye technique and another is radioactive colloid technique. How it's done? See. Now in this image you can see that I'm going to inject the blue dye and radioactive substance around the tumor, right? Sometimes it is also injected around the areola. It is not injected around nipple, it is injected around areola. So where you are going to inject the dye or radioactive colloid? Around the tumor and or around the areola. Okay, what will happen when you are going to inject the dye? Via lymphatics, it is going to the gatekeeper lymph node, that is sentinel lymph node. So if you injected the blue dye, in the second diagram you can see that these lymphatics became blue, and here you can notice that there are 2 blue lymph nodes also. So what you noticed, that how many sentinel lymph nodes are here? 2. It means in majority of breast cancer, the number of sentinel lymph node is more than 1. Clear? Now here you can see that the surgeon is using a probe also. What is this probe? This is the gamma probe. So by using this probe, the surgeon is detecting the radioactivity. Why? Since the radioactive substance is also injected around the tumor, via lymphatics the radioactive substance is taken to the gatekeeper or sentinel lymph node. So by using this gamma probe, if you are going to detect maximum radioactivity in some lymph node, so the lymph node which is having maximum radioactivity, that is the sentinel lymph node. So it helps in localization. So you localize that, and after that what we do, we are going to excise the, can you see, excise the tumor, and we removed the sentinel lymph node. So we send this sentinel lymph node to pathology department. They are going to examine whether this sentinel lymph node is having tumor cells or not. So whether there is presence of this tumor cells or not. In the sentinel lymph node, if there is no tumor cell, it means if the sentinel lymph node is not involved by tumor cells, it means other lymph nodes are also not involved. So what is the advantage of sentinel lymph node biopsy? You can prevent axillary dissection in the patients where the sentinel lymph node is negative. So this is the biggest advantage, right? So we are going to discuss in detail the sentinel lymph node biopsy. Two techniques. One is blue dye technique and the second is radioactive colloid technique. Clear? The question which is asked, that which dye is used? It is 1% lymphazurine. The other name of dye is isosulfan blue. Okay, so it is 1% lymphazurine, also known as isosulfan blue. Clear? And which radioactive colloid is technetium-99 labeled sulfur colloid? So most commonly used radioactive colloid is technetium-99 labeled sulfur colloid. Let me tell you, this is very, very important. Nowadays it's frequently asked. Clear? You can use only blue dye technique, you can use only radioactive colloid technique, but generally the maximum detection rate is when it is combined. So when both of these techniques are combined together, there is maximum detection. Okay, so maximum accuracy of detection if both of these techniques are combined together. Clear? We discussed how many lymph nodes, sentinel lymph nodes, are seen in breast cancer. In most of them, there is more than one sentinel lymph node in breast cancer. Where exactly you have to inject the dye? It is injected around the nipple and around the areola. So where exactly? The dye is injected around tumor and around areola. It is not injected around nipple. This was a question. Clear? Now see, these were the image-based questions which were asked in AIIMS. This was the first one. Here the surgeon is putting gamma probe in the axilla for the detection of radioactivity. So the surgeon is putting this gamma probe in axilla for the detection of maximum radioactivity, and which the lymph node which is having maximum radioactivity, that is the sentinel lymph node. Clear? So you localize the sentinel lymph node. In second exam, they asked that here some dissection is being done. What is the name of this procedure? Here you can see that there is a bluish lymph node. So after injection of dye, isosulfan blue, this lymph node is bluish. So this is the bluish sentinel lymph node, and here you can see this lymph node is being removed and it is sent for histopathological examination, means it is sent for biopsy. So this is sentinel lymph node biopsy. Now coming to the contraindications of sentinel lymph node biopsy. What is the indication? Clinically negative axilla means non-palpable axillary lymph node. So if there is palpable axillary lymphadenopathy, this is a contraindication. If patient had previous surgery, patient received chemotherapy or radiotherapy, that is also a contraindication. And if a patient is having multifocal lesion, in that case it's difficult for you to detect the sentinel lymph node. These are the contraindications. So what are the contraindications of sentinel lymph node biopsy in CA breast? Clear? So first, palpable lymphadenopathy. So if there is palpable lymphadenopathy. Second, if there is prior axillary surgery, so prior axillary surgery, or there is history of chemotherapy or radiotherapy, and if patient is having multifocal breast cancer. Clear? These are the contraindications. Now coming to the complications. See, if some dye is injected beneath your skin, what's the problem? There is tattooing. If we are going for tattooing, the dye is injected beneath the skin. So here also you are going to inject the dye beneath the tumor around the areola. So the most common complication is skin tattooing. Sometimes there is necrosis also. When this dye is being absorbed and it is excreted in the urine, so there will be urine discoloration. Sometimes there is anaphylaxis also, and especially when we are performing the dissection in axilla, there is a nerve which is most commonly injured, and which nerve? Intercostobrachial nerve. Clear? So see, what are the complications of sentinel lymph node biopsy? Complications of sentinel lymph node biopsy. The most common complication, that's the skin tattooing. It was asked many times. Most common. Clear? It can lead to necrosis also. So there can be necrosis. There can be urine discoloration. In some cases, there can be anaphylaxis. Okay? Anaphylaxis. And the question which was asked in the NEET, most commonly injured nerve during sentinel lymph node biopsy, and this is intercostobrachial nerve. This is the question. Most commonly injured nerve during sentinel lymph node biopsy. So these are the important points related to sentinel lymph node biopsy.